Hi, welcome to Weekend Workout, a 20 to 30 minute yoga and Pilates inspired workout. Today, our emphasis is going to be on what to do if you have a broken foot or you're wearing the boot for plantar fasciitis. I'm going to be wearing one of my boots just as an example. If you're looking for more information about exercises you can do to prevent your plantar fasciitis or to help it get better, please go to my website, www.custompilatesandyoga.com, and look for my plantar fasciitis article. Also, I have a video for exercises to do for that you can find on YouTube. And if you're interested in customized Pilates and yoga sessions, please go to my website, fill out the medical history and waiver, and that will contact me, and I'll contact you to get things started. But let's begin now. I'm going to put on my boot, and let's start on the back. We're going to begin Pilates style. So knees are going to be bent, feet are going to be hip-width apart, heels in line with the sits bones. Take a moment, connect pointer fingers and thumbs, heels of the hands go on the pelvis, fingertips go on the pubis. Take a moment to glance up to make sure your pelvis is in neutral, and then you can release your hands. Shoulder blades are on the back. Take a moment, use your hands to feel your rib cage and make sure that the ribs are angled so that they shoot straight down to the pelvis. Now we're going to lightly engage the muscles around the ribs to hold this position. Inhale, we'll do some imprint. And exhale, the low belly draws toward the spine to tilt the pelvis. Inhale, returning back to neutral. And exhale, drawing the muscles in toward the body cavity. And with Pilates, we'll inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, it's with pursed lips to help activate that deepest layer of abdominals. Good, back to neutral. Double check that the ribs are still in neutral. Double check that the pelvis is still in neutral. The reason why we're paying so much attention to our alignment, aside from the fact that I normally do pay a lot of attention to alignment, is when you have an injury, broken foot, plantar fasciitis, that weight of the boot is going to create some imbalance. Your body's going to have compensation. Things are going to change. So it's really important when you're doing your exercising, always check that you're in a neutral position, that your weight is balanced. Okay. Arms reach up. We're going to do some arm scissors today. So we're going to inhale and let the arms hinge. Exhale to bring them back up. Now it's very important. Keep the ribs knitted and angling down into the body cavity as you move. Double check that your chin is not flying up toward the ceiling. Nice long back of the neck. Last time. Very good. Okay, arms come down by the sides. We're going to do the 100. Now, with your boot is going to be really heavy, okay? And so go ahead and take the opportunity to do some other modifications instead of lifting your legs. Now's a great opportunity if you've never tried to squeeze something between your inner thighs while doing the 100, do that. I've got a yoga block that'll work just fine. You can use a small ball. You can use a fitness circle. Anything that you have that has a small amount of weight and the ability for your inner thighs to grip is going to be a good choice. So we'll lay on our backs, take the yoga block, or whatever you have narrow-wise, and get that in between the inner thighs, right here. Okay, pelvis is in neutral. There's that lumbar curve. Arms are by your sides. For the 100, we inhale through our nose for 5 counts. Exhale through pursed lips for 5 counts while pumping our arms. The number one most important thing, when you do this, let your abdominals sink down toward your spine before you activate them and initiate the lift. Give your body that moment where everything just settles down to the bottom and gets close to your spine before you ask the abdominals to work, and that's going to really create narrowing around your waist. Inhale into the sides of the ribs, head nod, and exhale to lift. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Don't forget to squeeze your block or whatever you have. Inhale here, and exhale, lower down. Good, go ahead, release the block. All right, we're going to go into some more abdominal work. Nice neutral pelvis, arms are by the sides. Inhale into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, lift one leg up to tabletop, and then the other. Let the knees fold in toward your chest and get a good stretch for your low back right here. The extra weight from the boot should really help you in this modification of shell stretch. And take a moment here to rock side to side, massaging your low back. All right, we're going to do double leg stretch. So the arms are active, the hands reach toward your ankles. You're going to really zipper the inner thighs. Now normally on double leg stretch, when we go to reach, those legs will go out on an angle. However, if you've got a boot, just go straight up toward the ceiling. Straight up toward the ceiling is going to be plenty for what we're doing. So knees are in toward the chest. Fingertips come to the ankles, tuck the chin slightly. Inhale into the sides of the ribs. Let the abs sink down before you ask them to work to lift the upper body. Now we'll bring some activity into our shins. We'll lift those legs up so that the feet are in line with the knees. Inhale here, exhale. Reach the arms by the ears as you reach the legs toward the ceiling. Inhale it back in. Exhale, reach. Inhale, circle the arms around. Exhale, reach. Inhale, circle. Exhale, reach. Very good. Lower the upper body, and let's lower the legs one at a time. Heels are in line with the sits bones. Now, I would guess that your boot is such that even if you can't come flat down on your foot, you can come on the back of your heel. So that's how I'm going to demo this. I'm going to pretend that I'm in a boot that is forcing my toes up, and pelvis is in neutral. I'm going to bring my arm out by my side, other arm. The hand comes right behind the ear. So I've got a nice broadening of the collarbones. My chest is nice and open. Again, I'm going to ask my abdominals to relax down toward the spine before I activate them. Inhale here, and exhale. As I lift up, I'm rotating and supporting myself with my arm to find my obliques. Inhale, coming back, and exhale, lift. Make sure to not pull with your head. Good, switching sides. Hand comes with the fingertips behind the ear. Arm comes out by your side. Inhale, exhale. Good. And back to center. Let's come up to a seated position. Go ahead, bring your legs out in front of you. Feet are going to be flexed. Take your hands, bring the tissue out from under your sits bones so that you can feel yourself really ground down through your sits bones. Pushing through the sits bones, make sure those hip flexors are relaxed, and then send energy out through your heels. So we've got a nice reach out through the heels. We've got a nice pressure down through the sits bones, and when you feel those sits bones, it means your pelvis is in neutral. If you don't feel them, then you need to work on rotating your pelvis so you can get that length in the hamstrings. Okay, then the low belly engages, drawing the ribs above the hips. Shoulders slide down from the ears, head floats on top, and the arms lift up. We're doing Dandasana here, which is staff pose, and it's a yoga pose. This helps create some nice space between the ribs and the hips. It also helps balance. Now for yogic breathing, we're going to inhale and exhale through our nose. So we're going to switch up our breathing here. And exhale the arms down. Okay, shoulder blades on the back, nice and tall. Inhale the right arm up, lifting the ribs away from the hips. Exhale, up and over into a side stretch. Inhale up and exhale down. Other side. Inhale, left arm comes up, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, up and over. Make sure you're still really grounded down through that left sits bone. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Make sure really relax the hip flexors. With the work that is involved in moving that boot, probably whatever foot has the boot, that leg is going to have an overactive hip flexor. So don't be afraid, get in there with your thumbs, really ask them to relax, scoot the tissue, reground. We're going to do another set. Inhale the arm up, lifting out of the hips. Exhale, up and over. Inhale up, exhale the arm down, inhale the other arm comes up, lifting, exhale, up and over. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, both arms up. We're going to do a forward bend. Exhale, hinge forward first and then soften the spine. As you're breathing, think lengthen your muscles, and as you exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen, and soften. And exhale up to center. Let's bring one leg open to the side, and the other leg is going to bend. The sole of the foot comes on that thigh. Now my hips have not moved. My pelvis is still square to the front. I just have this leg out to the side. This thigh comes toward my midline. Take a moment, turn this thigh in toward the midline of your body, lifting nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, get a nice side stretch. Inhale, coming up. Lift and exhale, up and over, stretching in the side. Make sure your chest stays open to the front. Don't let it close off. We're not facing the leg here. One more time and we're gonna hold. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Lengthen on the inhale, soften on the exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Good, switching sides. Send the other leg out, bend your other leg. Now let's be appreciative that probably the sole of your foot is not going to come against your thigh. Depending on how your boot is situated, it might be kind of cumbersome. So just aim on bringing the heel of that boot in toward the thigh area. Take a moment, rotate this leg, ground down through the sits bone, pelvis faces forward, inhale the arm up, exhale, inhale up, and exhale, lift and up and over. Inhale up. Last one in, we're going to hold. Lengthen and soften. Inhale up and exhale. It's important when you do yoga, think about the position you want to be in, and everything you do is align and refine. So if you feel like something's out of place, that's okay. Just fix it and move on. All right, next up, we're going to do some side plank, which I know everybody's really excited about. And to get to side plank, we're going to start from plank. Now, with us having this boot foot, what we're going to do is we're going to start from a center plank position on our knees. So let's come onto our hands and knees. For low plank, you want to have your hands under your shoulders, and then you're going to make a diagonal line from the top of your head down through your knees. You need to really pull the low belly to the spine. Okay, if I let go, this is what my back looks like, and that's gonna cause a lot of pressure in my lumbar. So instead I wanna think about really kind of almost puffing into that low back to lift. And that's really, really working the abs. Now, I can't even imagine what it would be like if I had this boot to counterbalance. Hold here and breathe. Okay, shift your weight to bring one hand toward the midline, and we're going to carefully roll onto a knee. Now, hips are stacked, shoulder is up above the wrist, and we reach the arm toward the ceiling. Really feel the one arm press the floor away while the other arm reaches up toward the ceiling, and make sure your head is in line with your spine. And bring that hand down. Come on back to center. You might need to shift your knees to accommodate that move. And bring the other hand toward the center. Rotate and reach. Really push the floor away, really lift your waist up. You should be in a nice straight line. Very good. Come on back to starting position. Last time, plank. Draw that low belly up to the spine. And very good. Okay, let's come on to our backs. And bring the knees toward the chest. Again, we're doing a modification of shell stretch. You can rock side to side to massage your spine. And come to a still point. Set down your feet wider than hip width. Let your arms be out by your sides. You can have them up in cactus to get the benefit of chest opening. Let your knees drop to one side. Turn your head the opposite way. And hold and breathe. And bring everything up to center. Now going the other direction. And back to center. And let the knees drop and the head turns the other way. head turn. And come back up to center. To get up, roll onto your side and press up to a seated position. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Please find me on my website, www.custompilatesandyoga.com, or you can also find me on my YouTube channel. Thank you.